this we're tracking now. The FBI is trying to crack some unsolved cases from the past few years, notably the cocaine found at the White House back in 2023, the leak of Supreme Court opinion overturning Roe v. Wade, that happened back in 2022, and those pipe bombs, infamous pipe bombs planted near the DNC and RNC headquarters the night before January 6th. Let's bring in former U.S. Attorney Brett Tolman. So Brett, the FBI and DOJ resurrecting these cases, which has the likeliest chance now of going somewhere? Didn't they have to meet the threshold of some kind of criminality, possible criminality, in order to be, moved along?
Well, Jillian, I mean, let's look at each of those. Each one is actually very simple. It's not like we're talking about, a cold case or a serial killer we were trying to find, 30, 40 years ago. The evidence is recent. The evidence is probably pretty substantial. What we had instead is we had outright interference by those that were in charge in the Biden administration to make sure that we didn't have answers to some of the simplest, easiest cases probably to investigate. I've been in that area of the White House. It's very easy to know who comes in and who comes out of there, who's using which lockers. I think they do know. That one should be wrapped up fairly quickly.
Well, quickly
they also
on that,
know
Brett,
who
I'm sorry
leaked.
to interrupt, but a lot of Democrats outside the White House, lawmakers on Capitol Hill at the time, seemed to kind of shrug off the cocaine story in total. They kind of treated it like it was a sort of gossipy anecdote rather than, a serious story with national security implications.
Well, sure, but the problem is, don't look at it in a vacuum. Look at it in terms of what else was going on. We were being informed that the Hunter Biden laptop wasn't real. We were being informed that Russiagate was real. We were being told that things that we saw with our own very eyes were inaccurate. And so it is the product of an agenda to mislead the American people. And this is an issue where it should be simple. Someone should take, responsibility. For example, the cocaine found in the White House. It's unusual. It is a security breach. It is criminal. And it could be something that someone could have stepped up and said, hey, I did this. I need to get rehabilitation, or I need to do something with it and apologize. And we would have felt like we were being dealt with honestly. The same with the leak on the Supreme Court side. And then the pipe bombs in and of themselves, those are the ones to me that are the most egregious. We have a very volatile time. We've been told that this was an insurrection. Despite what types of charges came down, there's very few that were violent that day. But that was potentially the greatest violence, and we have the least amount of evidence and information about who did that.
I'm not going to get into arbitrating January 6th, but I do want to ask you if those pipe bombs and the case surrounding them has more urgency now, in the wake of the assassination attempts against the president.
Yeah, I think, Jillian, you're right. I think that we can all look at and make sure that we don't have another January 6th. But at the heart of it, those two pipe bombs were the threat, deadly threat against individuals placed strategically. Were they there based on individuals who wanted to set them off and contribute to the volatility of the day? Or was there some other strategy involved in using the pipe bombs? We need answers. We deserve answers on that to know the full scope of what the agenda was on January 6th.
We do certainly deserve answers, the American people. Brett, we're going to let you go, but thanks for joining us.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.